Hello, you beautiful human, and welcome or welcome back to your daily pick-me-up message. Before I get into the message that came through, I just want to check in with you. If this is the first time that you see my face, congratulations, you made it here. You fully embodied white Christ consciousness, my lovely, and you are not in need of typical tarot readings anymore. So this is simply me sharing the guidance on what is currently present within the energy that we right here, right now, need to be aware of, yes? And I've been kind of excited to share what came through because it was interlinked with a dream that I had, which I will get into in a second. But it literally started with me also hearing a song when I opened my eyes, and it was like, oh, it would be nice to owe it to each other. Oh, it would be nice to do. Honestly, when that started playing in my ear, I'm already vibing, not really conscious, but starting to be. And this is Nice to Each Other by Olivia Dean. Feel free to look up at the lyrics yourself. I will have it linked in the description box. But this came through, and then interlinked with a dream that I had, it was just like boom, and the message came flooding out. And basically, if you're seeing this, then you might have reminiscent about a special person that you encountered during this lifetime, or maybe multiple people. But I feel like for the majority of you, it's gonna be just one person. Specifically, what I pick up on is a friend, someone that played a significant role within your journey that you unfortunately, fortunately, because you made it here, but throughout you going down, the rabbit hole and just ascending, you had to leave them, quote unquote, behind, had to burn a bridge, even though you loved them so much and there was not really, any backstabbing or betrayal or anything going on. It was just Spirit was asking you to prioritize yourself, and you had to walk away. Ooh, full body chills. And the beautiful message that came through is chances are very high that this special someone will return back into this lifetime, on your highest timeline at one point in your journey. And this is so freaking beautiful because what you're doing, this is something that you're already aware of, but your frequency where you're at now, it cannot go higher than this, basically, yeah? And you're beaming that out into the collective. And this special someone, yeah, that literally, I just want to say your best friend, very strong soul connection, yeah? They are obviously part of the collective, and they are getting ignited with your frequency. And what came through is you are acting as a lighthouse for them. So they are naturally being drawn onto the timeline where they will be able to meet you. And I don't know, when that came through, I'm like, oh my God, that makes me so happy, because I can just say from personal experience, there's for sure at least one person, one friend of mine that honestly was so significant during my journey. And it took a lot out of me to leave them and the environment behind just to pursue, my own well-being and what Spirit had in store for me. But obviously, everything happens for a reason, right? And I'm just gonna make sure that I don't forget anything that I've written down. Yes, okay, this is also important because Spirit was you need to differentiate between two things, yeah? Because what I just share with you, this goes for those connections that you actively had to move away from because you outgrew certain environments and needed to pursue your own path. Separation has only ever meant to be temporary. No need to seek them out, it will happen organically. Okay, so in that case, the soul contract hasn't been finished, it was still open, but you didn't know. In that moment, it felt final. It's done. Spirit is saying, haha, we've got a surprise in store for you, which, yay. So on top of, all the new connections that you were automatically organically calling in because you're at that freaking high frequency now, you'll also get to reunite with special someone, special someones that were always meant to return back to you. This is so beautiful, I swear. But the differentiation that Spirit wants to make is, this is not to evoke false hope. Know that this scenario doesn't apply to all connections you've been involved with. Some soul contracts have been fully completed and your paths will never cross again. So, and this is honestly, like, this is the contrast, right? Because also dependent on where you're currently at in your journey, because my intention is to like connect with people that are right here, right? But I also know that people get, you know, attracted to this video to just like get activated in their journey. So if you're still at a place where you kind of think about like past, especially I hear like romantic connections, yeah, being like, oh my gosh, I hope they come back to me, da 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 da, and you attach yourself to that. This is Spirit saying no. This is not what I'm referencing here, okay? Because most often not, especially romantic connections have been used for us souls to break freaking karmic patterns and everything. And that is most likely everything that the soul contract was about, like from the get-go. So once this closes, the book cannot be opened again, okay? It's like, I literally see it burning. Yeah, so that might be a harsh truth for someone, but this is just something that I feel called to share. So if you found this video, this was the main message that wanted to come through, especially if you found yourself thinking about like a special someone in your life that you're like, gosh, dang it, now I made it here, but I wish I could share it with that person. Yeah, Spirit is saying you might very well get this wish fulfilled, but obviously you're not meant to attach any expectation to it. Just as Spirit said it, let it come to you organically, naturally. Don't attach, let go, surrender. You know how this freaking game works by now, right? So yeah, tell me if this resonated. And then another message, I'm making the peace sign, but it's also like message number 2, kind of. Was a smaller one, but still felt very significant, because what I noticed, and please tell me if you can relate to that, you're naturally being reprogrammed, I want to say, to kind of orient yourself to the sun. What do I mean? You know, when you say like follow the sun, I mean that literally, as in, you know, like the cycle of life, like when the sun is rising, when the sun is setting, your body naturally like has adjusted to waking up with the sunrise, and when the sun is going down, you fully feel yourself like kind of shutting down, as in it's like, okay, getting ready for bed and then not really doing anything, and you don't catch yourself like staying up like longer than midnight or anything like that. Actually, you kind of turn into I mean, what I observed, like for me personally, like I'm turning into a grandma. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's freaking 9 p.m. Like I'm getting ready for bed and I'm in bed, and then by 10 I'm like done. When in the past, like I was very much a night owl. And this is just Spirit saying, like, since this whole ascension process is basically, you know, like powered by the sun, it is normal for you to now also witness your whole body and system changing and adjusting to said motor, right? So yeah, I found that like just very interesting. I would love to hear if you noticed something similar as well. But this was all. There's nothing else. And I honestly have to admit, at first, when Spirit was like, you need to distance yourself from any like tarot, like cards, you don't need anything, like trust in what is showing up in your reality and is like literally changing in front of your eyes now that you embodied like Christ consciousness. Share that, document that. At first I was like, oh my gosh, this is scary. And now that I'm like 2 videos in, I'm like, actually this feels very aligned. This feels way more up my lane, as in very unlimited. You know, I don't need to look at any images and be like, okay, what is the message? No, I literally go with what I'm seeing and experiencing in real time. And I'm so glad that you find that interesting as well. At least it just, I mean, I'm reading the comments, and if this is not the first time that you see my face, then I recognize the faces in the comment section as well. It's just, we're vibing and it feels so freaking free. That is like the energy that I'm getting from, not attaching myself to certain tools. That also feels like a message for someone, like don't be afraid to do things completely different now, because it is meant to be completely different now. Yeah, full of my issues. So this is just confirmation, reassuring that you're still vibing on the freaking highest timeline that you could ever be on. And you're inspiring not only the collective as a whole, but also these special someones that have always lived like very dear to your heart, close to your heart. You're igniting their asses as well. Speeding things up for them, making it safe for them to embark on this journey, because like subconsciously, energetically, they get the go ahead, it's safe because you basically walk this path. So they, oh my gosh, the saying that goes like something along the lines of someone had to walk so you could run. You basically walked so they could run. Do you understand? Oh, this is incredible. Yeah, it's accelerated. So yeah, this is incredible. You need to freaking keep me updated, yeah, like how this plays out in your life. But I will no longer keep you from whatever you feel inspired to do today, please. I also feel like today is very much charged with, creation energy, but every day is going to be. But today it feels like very easy. As for yesterday, it felt more slow. Today there's potential to get into like the flow of creation very easily. So this is confirmation, this is your go ahead. Yeah, if you feel the spark as well, move with it, my lovely. But yeah, with that said, I'm feeling called to wrap up this daily pick me up message up here now. As always, let me know in the comment section how this resonated. Have you been thinking about a special someone? Be like, oh gosh, dang it. Like, I want to like share that with that person. Yes, I'm excited for the new connections, but this specific person, like, please, let this be your confirmation. But obviously I want to know, yeah? So go crazy in the comments, and yeah, have yourself a beautiful, wonderful rest of the day as always. And I cannot wait to see your beautiful face in one of my next upcoming videos, which you already know is going to be tomorrow, because I'm posting every single day for the entirety of October at least. So if you want to see more of my face, want to hang out some more, then you're more than welcome to do so. And yeah, take care of yourself, and I love you very, very much. Bye. Also, if you made it to the very end of this video, oh, this is so cute. Wait, is there an emoji like that? Is there an emoji of like two people hugging? Because this is what I see in my mind's eye. If there is, please comment that emoji to not only, let me know that you stay until the very end, but also to reconfirm that you're getting it. You're like, okay, this is actually kind of nice, even though, I don't attach myself to like any specific outcome, but just the thought of it, like you just focus on the joy, because it's like, yes. It was not only beneficial for me, but it turned out to be freaking beneficial. I mean, yes, for the collective and everything, but to get like hands-on proof that your energy literally carries and like can bring someone that you interacted with in the past onto your timeline, like that is bonkers. This is so cool. But anyhow, comment a hugging emoji, and then this is it. I have nothing else to say. Go out there, my friend, create what you feel called to create, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye. Bye, bye, bye. I love you, I love you, I love you.